I'm Sunita Gulati from 66 Avenue, K. Monroe Township. Yeah. So thank you for bringing up the topic of educational organization. So I'm the one, I think I wrote a letter to you guys. I missed your earlier part, but I guess you discussed about that topic. I am a little confused because we have been running this language classes for last 15 years. This is an educational non-profit organization, totally volunteer, imparting Hindi language classes to the students. The language is not offered by Monroe Township School, and kids want to learn this language. So we are imparting this language, and gradually I see as we discussed, the rents are going up, and I don't know what class we fall in. So I want, I want to see if we fall in class 1, because we are 501c tax-exempt educational organization only. And the second thing is, there's a new clause which has been added of 3 hours of mandatory booking of the facility use, although we take only for an hour. So we teach language class only for an hour, but I think we have to book it for 3 hours from this year. So I just want to know what is behind that, the condition which has been imposed now.
Okay, Mrs. Chandler, would you like to speak on that?
I'm going to respond to the second part of your statement or question.
Okay.
A statement with a question. So what has happened is that we have seen over the last couple of years that it's not just about, let's say, it's not about making money, it's been costing the district and in turn the taxpayers money. So what's happened is the facilities use fees have not even covered the cost of security, maintenance, custodial, and so forth. And when we looked at the surrounding districts, we were beyond underpriced in comparisons. So that is why, and that was the second part of your question, why has the fee structure changed? And that is the reason why. The 3-hour minimum came to be, he's not here this evening, but in working in collaboration with Mr. Tague, he did see that in order for the preparation of having security here, having a setup and having a breakdown, the hour really didn't make sense from a fiscal point of view, so that's why he did the 3-hour, once again, very similar to our surrounding communities. As far as the first part of your question, and I would have to acquiesce to Ms. Allen and look, but I would believe it would be my understanding that you would be a tier 2. I'm just doing that off the top of my head. So we understand that you are a non-for-profit organization, because I would say that numerous, I will not say all, but many, many, many fall into that category, and that is why it is not free of charge. So that is why it falls into that. There are many organizations that utilize our facilities that bring wonderful programs to the children, many different languages, different cultural activities, but we can't allow it to cost us money, because we have to be fiscally responsible. So if it's a cost to us, we have to be able to benefit in that regard as far as maintenance and custodial and security. So that's where it falls out. But as you heard, and you may not have if you came a little late, it will be a further conversation, a discussion, probably under the policy. I know I brought up BG&T because it falls in that, but it really doesn't. But we cross over. It could even be CE&C, really, I mean, technically. So we do hear you, and you are one of, I think, 3 people that did email.
Yeah.
In the last couple of weeks. So I hope I answered your question.
But for the last 15 years, I never saw security or anything outside the school. And the custodians were there cleaning the school. And they always were there. It's like we just come in, go out, and they keep doing the work. And they never said that they don't come here when we are not there. So they're always there, even we are there or we are not there. So I was just wondering, the extra charge of custodian fee, is it?
I don't want to speak to how Mr. Tague schedules the buildings, because I'm sure that he has a particular way of scheduling, but whether or not you may perhaps be seeing, which is, you're absolutely right, they're cleaning and they're getting ready for the next day, but perhaps that evening there might be other events going on, and instead of having 1 custodian, they may be paying for 2 custodians. We do pay for overtime when we have functions in our buildings. So we were losing money, for lack of a better way of saying it, and we have to make sure that we are responsible to the best of our ability. As far as the fee schedule, it does seem like a drastic change to many people that have been here for years, but we were so below anyone around us for so many years. It seems more exuberant in the cost to someone like yourself and an organization that's been utilizing it, but in comparisons, perhaps this should have happened a little bit each year, and it didn't happen that way. And we'll definitely further the conversation, but as of right now, the tiers remain as they are. but I definitely agree that we should be respectful of our community members to look and see if any changes will occur. I'm not saying they will be, but we definitely should look at them.
Okay, okay. Thank you. But we have 26 schools in New Jersey in different towns, and we are the most expensive school. So rest of the schools are not paying as much as what we are paying. So we have stopped our school now. Although we registered 100 kids, but we had to go on Zoom class last week. They were supposed to start from last week, but we can't afford that. We can't sustain that price. And rest of the schools are still going with their regular, class schedule. So, yeah.
Thank you.